For the first time in modern history, a pope from the United States now leads the Roman Catholic Church. But who is Robert Prevost? And why did the cardinals choose him in a time of global upheaval? This is the story of Pope Leo XIV. How a humble missionary from Chicago became the spiritual leader of over 1.3 billion Catholics, and what his papacy could mean for the future of faith, politics, and power. Born in 1955 in Chicago, Robert Francis Prevost wasn't raised to chase power. As a young man, he joined the Augustinian order and went on to serve in Peru for nearly 20 years. Not in a cathedral, but among the poor, the sick, and the voiceless. His leadership was quiet but transformative. By 2001, he was appointed bishop in Peru, where he became known as the Bishop of the Forgotten. 20-plus years in Latin America, fluent in Spanish and steeped in liberation theology, Prevost was shaped by grassroots faith, not Vatican politics. In 2014, Pope Francis brought Prevost to Rome, appointing him to oversee the global Augustinian order. A decade later, he was made a cardinal and head of the dicastery for bishops, a role that allowed him to influence the appointment of bishops worldwide. In short, Robert Prevost helped shape the very leadership of the Church before anyone outside Rome really knew his name. Imagine a quiet conductor rewriting the symphony from behind the curtain, until he steps on stage and lifts the baton himself. When Pope Francis resigned or passed, use accurate future event. The world watched the cardinals gather. In a church divided by politics, doctrine, and scandal, they chose a man who embodied reform, compassion, and quiet authority. Pope Leo XIV, Prevost's papal name, signals continuity with Leo XIII, the working man's pope of the 19th century, known for social teaching. It's a name that says justice, reform, renewal. He knows how to listen, and that's rare. A cardinal insider. What kind of pope will he be? What do you think? A. A reformer like Francis. B. A traditionalist in disguise? C. A global bridge builder? Comment below with your vote. But Leo XIV's greatest challenge is still ahead. Can an American-born pope unite a divided church and stand up to rising political pressures across continents? In Part 2, we'll break down his vision for the global South, the future of priesthood, and what role the U might play behind the scenes. If this story inspired or surprised you, like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to know where the church might be headed next. Drop a comment with your thoughts on the first American pope, and we'll see you in Part 2.